What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm sure some of you have seen that my Jeep JL got wrecked a couple of weeks back. Well, I am coming to you with a damage report and the update on the Jeep, so stay tuned. So to give you guys a quick recap, a few weeks back, I was taking my kid to school. Some guy decided to pull a UE from the right turning lane as I was going into the left turning lane, and he ended up hitting my Jeep. Now, initially, it didn't seem like the Jeep had that much damage on it, but in reality, it actually racked up to be quite a bit of damage. Now, the crazy part that this whole thing happened literally the day before my Jeep was supposed to be at the Silver Lake Jeep Invasion at Silver Lake Sand Dunes in Michigan. The biggest ordeal out of that with the Jeep was to find a body shop that I can trust to do the work, especially having a lot of aftermarket stuff on it. So me being located in the Chicagoland area, I knew exactly the shop to call, someone that I trust 100% and I have been taking my projects to for years and years and years, and that is the Body Shop of Barrington. They welcomed me in with my Jeep with open arms and told me everything will be okay. Alright guys, so I am at the Body Shop of Barrington, the place that I've been going pretty much since I started driving and had issues with my cars. Got Dave here, who in part owns the shop.
Yep, general manager, owner, operator.
They have been here for
35 years. This year is 35 years.
35 years. And every time I have come here with any issue, they pretty much went above and beyond to try to figure out a solution and a way to make this work for me so I could get it the way I want it. It's not just half-assed together. Let's throw it together and get it done.
Make it right.
And the best part is, he's a Jeep guy. So
you betcha.
What better place to bring your Jeep than to a Jeep guy? So the biggest concern was every shop that I actually called around, and my first instinct was, as I was working with another body shop on another project, was to call them.
Shame on you.
It was through a dealer. It was through a dealer. And basically I called them and they told me, even though they specialize in Jeeps and the dealership sells Jeeps, and they told me that you really have a lot of custom stuff on there. We don't really want to take a risk on that, but you guys are really not afraid to. Aftermarket is aftermarket.
You betcha.
So my biggest concern was with whatever is happening right now. I guess it's due to the pandemic, with the national shortage of parts and aftermarket stuff, getting everything to get my Jeep back to normal. But I was pleasantly surprised how these guys were able to locate absolutely everything that I needed to get on the road back quickly, including the front axle. Especially since I've been hearing stories that Jeep Rubicons have been getting totaled out in minor accidents because there's damage to the front axle and they're just simply not available. This is the axle, right? Oh wow. Yeah, you can kind of see it from the side.
Right? It's pretty incredible. I mean, and pretty hefty tubing as well. These axles don't like getting hit. It's not uncommon to replace these axles right off the bat. When you get hit in the wheel on these cars, these axles bend. But usually it's the mounting locations, the buckets or the control arm mounts that are usually at fault. To see the tubing actually significant to the point that it's significantly bent.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I mean, basically, this is the part that took the biggest impact on everything.
Yeah, it caught you in the corner of the bumper and then right in the tire. I mean,
that's crazy. Fortunately for me, they were actually able to find a quote-unquote new takeoff axle, which looked like it was never even mounted on a Jeep.
You know, this thing is, I mean, we were even talking about, usually you'll have like the washer mark, on the used pieces, or like, I mean, it's never been made in, I mean, it's as brand new can get without it being listed as a brand new part.
So pretty much the frame itself is all good.
So the frame did have a minute sway to it. Okay. Bob did have it all racked and repulled. Everything is 100% definitively right where it's supposed to be.
I'm really glad you guys were able to get the frame straightened out. I mean, if there was a little bit of And that's when I realized that it might be slightly off because of the way that the hood was sitting on there.
Oh, but when we first inspected the vehicle, the hood gaps were really kind of goofy over here, kind of shifted over. So that's really what we were seeing is that front mount right here. Yeah. You know, when that swayed over, it just kind of brought the front plastics with it a little bit. But everything measures out absolutely perfect now.
So This is the body shop welds. This is Mopar FCA welds right here.
Yeah, I do have a picture of the original one that was on here too. It was crazy.
This is just a porous weld.
Yeah,
really.
Like, a little contaminated.
Lobbed up in one spot and barely. It's not even penetrating right here in the front. And they get away with it, right?
Yep. Right.
They get away with it.
Probably more out there like that than ours.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately.
The sad part is that there's body shops that do the same exact thing.
Yep. You know, I mean, there's a correct way and a incorrect way.
You got the new shock mounted up. The front shock was pretty much done.
Yep.
And so was the spring probably warped and everything.
All brand new. All brand new.
This is the shock that took the hit on the side. This would be
That's what really took it.
the control arm that's pretty much made out of sheet metal.
Yeah. This is that replacement arm, and it's made to collapse that way. It has that factory bend in it so that it has a spot that wants to relieve tension, right? I mean, it's made to do exactly that.
Save the frame, save the axle, which
didn't. Yeah. Oh yeah, every bar on the front end is getting replaced.
Okay.
All the track bars, everything. This is the pile of replaced parts, really.
Gotcha.
I know you told Marty that you're running the Royal Purple, so we're getting
This is how much they care.
This is how much they care.
This is how much they care, because I told them that I'm running Royal Purple was in the front and back, and to match it up, they went out and got exactly what I was running, so it's not just some random
mismatch.
Yeah, you hear? I mean, you guys have been like, this is the reason why I've been coming here for years and years and years.
There was a little bit of damage on that flange, remember?
Yeah.
So that's all straightened out and ready to go back together.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
Looks beautiful, right? And then recreated your
That's great.
backlog and everything, so we didn't have to take it off and do anything there.
That's great. So this is just the same way on sitting on
the exact same thing. We bought the exact same crush style nut certs.
Yeah.
It's identical to how you had it,
yeah,
and
awesome.
in my opinion, even a little bit better, because we were able to do that process of putting the nut cert in prior to painting, so you don't have the drilled factory fender.
That's great.
So corrosion protection and stuff like that. I mean,
yeah, you guys really took care of the details. Like, I didn't even cross my mind. I remember the fender being damaged, and it didn't even cross my mind that you guys already took it off, and there it is. There it is, yeah.
Coming along nice, man. You know, I mean, so he's halfway on the airbag, lock spring, so the entire mechanism really is getting replaced all the way down to the column.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Should I do a quick release while we're at it?
I mean, it would have been the time to do it.
Yeah. So the bumper, are you guys just gonna flop the same thing back on?
Well, that bumper is not going to go back on.
Okay.
There's no way that that's going to mount up due to the amount of damage. I don't know where he's got.
So since I had my own bumper on order already from Addictive Desert Designs, there was no reason for them to order another bumper like I had just to put it on there for the next 6 weeks or so until I get that one delivered. But David was actually nice enough to even offer his own personal bumper from his Jeep for me to run temporarily just until I get the Addictive Desert Designs bumper delivered. All right, so here is the update on the Jeep. It's gonna get done pretty soon, probably by the end of the week.
Give or take a little bit.
Give or take, yeah. I mean,
test drive and stuff like that, you know. Gotta find a nice mud
test
pit.
drive.
Gotta find a nice mud pit to make sure she's gonna hold up well for you.
I mean,
Right out back.
doesn't that dealership down the street have like an off-road course?
Wickstrom does have off-road course. I've gone there with my personal Jeep that I service through them on an occasion when it was right out of warranty. And when I picked it up, we were like, hey, let's, come on, man, let me go play for a minute. They're like, no. I think they had some issues probably in the beginning where people maybe did some damage to test drive vehicles or something of that nature. And they came back and found out that probably wasn't a good investment as far as the install of said test trip. I don't know the whole story there, but I'm pretty sure they are not letting people back there.
They don't have to know.
They don't have to know.
I think they close at 6, right?
Yeah, probably. Commission's probably closed at 6, 7 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, let me know how those new bump stops work, because I haven't even gotten a chance to try them out. If they want to find you guys, how do they find you?
Well, I mean, our website is, we do have a website. It's just thebodyshopofbarrington.com. We are on Facebook, just the Body Shop of Barrington. We're on Google and Yelp and Better Business Bureau. We're part of the Barrington Area Chamber of Commerce. Come find me. We do a lot of BMW, Mercedes, Infiniti, Porsche. We got a brand new Taycan sitting right behind you here. We do a lot of highlight stuff, but by no means are we brand specific. We work on all GM. We got a GM, diesel truck sitting here too. We do everything. But yeah, we do pretty much specialize in highline stuff, primarily doing insurance work. We work with all major insurance providers, as long as it's not high risk insurance companies and stuff of that nature. But we like our toys too.
So if you guys accidentally put your Jeep the shiny side down and you are in the surrounding Chicagoland area, make sure to check out the Body Shop of Barrington. I'll put the links and contact info in the description. Definitely great people to work with, and I highly recommend them for anybody that needs any body work whatsoever on any vehicle. As for my Jeep, I am super stoked to get it back and start working on it to bring this build to the next level. I got a whole lot in store for this Jeep coming up in the next couple of months. So make sure you hit that subscribe button with the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Also, check out my Instagram for more up-to-date content. And if you guys like the video, make sure you hit the like button. I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Later, guys.
Yes, there's a lot of sand in there.
I took off like the pillar, like the change seat stuff, and it's like filled with sand, like they're much inside there.
Yep, there's at one point I actually took out all the seats and the carpets to try to vacuum the sand out and get rid of as much as I can. But this is one of those things where it's going to be there forever.